Hello, my name's Marissa with the reading class of Kelly Ballard. I'm here to discuss the SQR3 method. So while using the method, it has really helped to understand more about the passage and the article that's being read. So there's a couple of different ways that you can actually move forth with the method. So there's surveying. So surveying pretty much is reading the title and the introductory, concluding paragraphs, really just going through the main headings and the topic paragraphs and kind of figuring out what the actual subject matter is and what you're going to be reading about. So it pretty much just explains and understands main concepts of what you're going to be doing. Another section is pretty much in the same category of surveying. So there's basically 4 bulletins to it. There's highlighting and underlining things that you think that would be important or main points that you would think that would be helpful. There's studying the pictures, or if there's graphs or maps, things like that, or even particular captions that can help to understand what the method is and how to work it and understand what you're reading. So it really helps, and especially with long reading passages and especially with papers and such. You can pretty much, I've learned that you can use it in simple mail, like that you can really just go through and kind of understand, what the passage is talking about. So questioning things in the passage, such as like asking your own questions or answering questions that are in the passage. So basically, for instance, if it gave like a main concept, you would then question it. Okay, so who or what or why, when. Those are questions that could be asked as far as what you're reading. And you can include your own questions by making them. There's different ways of actually going about it. You can even keep yourself a little bit more organized as far as using a graphic organizer and being able to outline and note take to kind of just pretty much jog your memory throughout the passage, and keeping yourself up to date with what's going on, because then you can always revert back like, oh, okay, so that was Jerry. And the Cornell system kind of helps too. I know it's been brought up as far as with the method. I haven't really used much of it, but I mean, it does fit well. I mean, I think that it does also help, I mean, as far as note-taking and such. A third method of how to actually use the SQR3 is actually reading it and note-taking, and as you're reading, slow down and answer your questions. So like I was reverting back to, oh, okay, that was Jerry from the corner store. So that's something that I can definitely revert to as far as being able to remember what's being read. And reciting and writing is kind of that main ending point before the review. Is basically just what's the main point, what were evidence of the main point, applications for examples as far as like what were some of the examples that led you to figure out what it was, so I mean, going back to reviewing the whole article, that's kind of like that last method is actually reviewing what was read and asking yourself more questions, like was there anything else that I missed, or really understanding what passage you read. Some examples that I used to do is write down what and ask myself questions, especially through the technology and love. It does be the difference between, finding love in technology and the benefits of it, and, how most people in this world, actually do find their significant other through technology, and just really how the world's changed as far as, the way people interact. So it was really good to help understand what I was reading as far as going through the SQR3. I think it was really helpful. I just used to, write down notes and stuff as far as using the technology and love passage that we read. It was certainly helpful as far as being able to write down the information, write down questions, write down the benefits, the differences, and even, have some questions of my own as far as, the pros and cons of actually, having that technology and love base. So I think that it really was helpful. I really enjoyed the class. It was definitely something that I felt, brought some, extensive positivity and extensive knowledge, as far as moving forward in my classes and being able to, hold on, please. Okay, I'm going to change your diaper. Just give me 1 second. So I think that it really was helpful. And I really did enjoy the class and being able to revert back through and have a better memory of what I'm reading through this method. So.
You okay?